Hey Michelle, here's the analysis of your empty barbell snatch you sent us earlier. So I just wanted to go through a few quick things with you that we noticed. So first big thing, this vertical line here is present. It's kind of like a golden rule in weightlifting that you can never really cross that vertical plane, ever. If you do, then you are forced to use way more energy than would normally be required in a snatch that doesn't pass that vertical line. So that's why we talk about keeping barbells as close as possible, because the closer a lift is, the easier it becomes. The second big thing here is this line on your back angle. Your back angle shouldn't change until the barbell passes your knee. So let's see what happens here. Your setup's pretty decent, by the way. It's super fuzzy video, but I've watched you set up enough to know that you probably have weight balance in your foot, which is good. I know your grip distance is good because we've discussed it. So everything's good here. Eyes are up, which is awesome. Let's dig in. Okay, so first thing that should happen is the barbell should start sweeping backwards. It does not. The barbell immediately sweeps forward. So that's something we'll have to address, is sweeping back right off the floor. Back angle staying very consistent here, which is really good because we're almost past our knee. So really one of the biggest thing here in your lift, which causes a whole chain of events, is that you jump way, way, way too early, right? So we're not past your knee yet, and you're going to start jumping, right? Like, the barbell is here, mid-kneecap, and the next action for you is to slip your knees under and jump, right? It's just a little too early. It's a good thing to happen. Like, everybody needs to jump in order to snatch or clean well. You're just doing it way too early. This stuff right here, like, you have so much bend left at your knee, which means there's you haven't really activated, like, too much hamstring or glutes here. You're primarily like in your quad. So what would be ideal would be to see you continue to keep this back angle that you have right now until you get to a point that looks something like that, right? So you'd travel even further before slipping those knees under and jumping. So that's the first thing. You jumping early also means the barbell is significantly further from your hips at this point, right? Like, the barbell, I don't know what point from here to here. That's super far. No idea. 1.5 feet. Whereas if you kept traveling backwards, it maybe would be half that distance, right? So because you're jumping so early, your hips have to travel really far forward, which will create a large rainbow effect, right? And now this barbell has crossed our golden vertical line, which we're never supposed to cross because your hips came through so hard and so far. On any sort of heavy weight, this would likely be magnified because you'd put more power on it, more hip power, because it was heavier. So the rainbow has begun, right? Because your hips are traveling forward, barbell swings around like a rainbow. It also leads to this sort of extension, which we're not looking for. What we're really looking for is for the bar to travel upwards, right? So at this point, this is what people, when you should be looking for, like, what's called triple extension, where your ankles, knees, and hips are completely extended. We have ankles pretty extended down there. Hip is pretty extended, right? There's not really a large bend at the hip joint, but there's a huge bend at the knee joint, right? So again, we're looking to jump up, not throw our hips forward. Last big thing here is your arms are super, 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 super straight. Well, they're just really long, so you're letting the barbell travel very far away from you. Again, all these things really would be fixed by just being patient in your lift and jumping way later. All the stuff I'm picking out now really is just happening as a result of that. So jumping later and jumping vertically will fix just about all of this. But anyways, your arms are very straight, which allows the barbell to be 1.5 feet away from you, which is not good. still dealing with that rainbow wick. So this is a pretty decent spot to catch a snatch in regards to like overhead. You know, not too far behind your head. It's pretty decent. But because it's rainbowing, it travels way far back, which is how we get some discomfort in our low back and shoulders, because the barbell is significantly too far behind us. So it just causes a lot of pressure and discomfort in a lot of places. The great thing is you have like really incredible mobility, and as we both know, you're super dedicated and motivated to fix stuff. So, you know, I'm sure this is going to get cleaned up really quickly. Yeah, good mobility. Cool. So let's quickly watch this. I'm going to see if I can get all the lines off of it. Okay, we are all good. Let's give her a go and see if you can watch and watch and see that you jump early and throw your hips through, which creates a rainbow and cause everything to happen. Alright, best of luck. Ask me if you have any questions.